The Gospel of Thomas is an early Christian collection of 114 sayings attributed to Jesus. Unlike the four canonical Gospels, it contains very little narrative about Jesus' life, death, or resurrection. Instead, it emphasizes wisdom, self-knowledge, and the discovery of God's kingdom within oneself. Although scholars debate its date and theological background, it remains one of the most important non-canonical Christian texts. The following are some of its most significant sayings and their meanings. 1. Whoever finds the interpretation of these sayings will not taste death. Saying 1. The Gospel begins by promising that understanding Jesus' hidden teachings leads to eternal life. Rather than emphasizing belief alone, this saying presents spiritual insight as the path to overcoming death. It suggests that true understanding transforms the person spiritually. 2. Seek and do not stop seeking until you find. When you find, you will be disturbed. When you are disturbed, you will marvel, and you will reign over all. The search for truth first unsettles old assumptions before bringing wonder and wisdom. The final image of reigning symbolizes mastery over ignorance and spiritual freedom rather than political power. The kingdom is inside you and it is outside you. Saying 3. One of the Gospel's best-known teachings. This saying explains that God's kingdom is not limited to a physical place. It is present both within human beings and throughout creation. Knowing oneself becomes a way of recognizing God's presence everywhere. 4. When you know yourselves, then you will be known, and you will realize that you are children of the living Father. By understanding one's true identity, a person discovers their relationship with God. The saying teaches that ignorance of oneself leads to spiritual poverty. 5. Blessed is the lion that the human will eat, so that the lion becomes human. This symbolic saying is often interpreted as describing the transformation of human nature. The lion may represent instinct, passion, or the material world. When these forces are mastered and integrated, they become part of a higher spiritual life instead of controlling the person. 6. If you fast, you will bring sin upon yourselves. But when you enter any region, eat what they set before you. Saying 14. Jesus criticizes religious practices performed merely for appearance. Instead of emphasizing ritual fasting, he encourages compassion, simplicity, and healing. The saying values genuine goodness over external religious observance. 7. I shall choose you, 1 from 1,000 and 2 from 10,000. Saying 23. This saying highlights the rarity of genuine spiritual understanding. It suggests that only a few people fully embrace the path of wisdom. The emphasis is on commitment rather than exclusivity. There is light within a person of light, and it shines on the whole world. The same image of inner light symbolizes divine wisdom and truth. When a person lives according to this light, their life becomes a source of guidance for others. Without that inner light, spiritual darkness remains. 9. Love your brother like your own soul. Saying 25, this teaching closely resembles the command to love one's neighbor found in the New Testament. It emphasizes compassion, empathy, and treating others with the same care one gives oneself. Love is presented as an essential expression of spiritual life. 10. Split a piece of wood, I am there. Lift up the stone, and you will find me there. Saying 77. This saying expresses the idea that the divine presence fills all creation. Jesus is not confined to temples or sacred places, but is present in everyday life and the natural world. It encourages believers to recognize God's presence in all things. 11. When you make the two one, then you will enter the kingdom. Saying 22. This symbolic saying speaks of unity and wholeness. It calls for overcoming divisions, such as inner conflict, hypocrisy, or separation between body and spirit. Spiritual maturity involves becoming an integrated and authentic person. 12. Become passers-by. Saying 42. Jesus encourages detachment from worldly possessions and temporary concerns. Human life is portrayed as a journey rather than a permanent home. The saying invites readers to focus on lasting spiritual values. 13. Whoever drinks from my mouth will become like me. Saying 108. This saying emphasizes transformation through receiving Jesus' wisdom. The goal is not merely to follow Jesus externally, but to become spiritually united with his way of life. The disciple gradually reflects the character and insight of the teacher. The Gospel of Thomas presents Jesus primarily as a teacher of wisdom who guides people toward self-knowledge, spiritual transformation, and awareness of God's presence. Its recurring themes include the search for truth, the discovery of the kingdom within, inner light, unity, simplicity, and spiritual awakening. While many of its sayings resemble teachings found in the canonical Gospels, others reflect a more mystical outlook that emphasizes hidden knowledge and personal spiritual experience. Whether read as an early Christian document or as a work of spiritual literature, the Gospel of Thomas offers a distinctive perspective on the teachings attributed to Jesus and continues to inspire scholarly discussion.